Hey guys, what's up? So today I wanted to do a get ready with me. I don't really have anything planned. I just have a few products that I wanted to give you guys my thoughts on that I'm using right now. And one of them is this LORAC Unzipped palette. This palette is one of my favorites actually. It's one of the first makeup palettes I ever bought. So here are the shadows close up. I know my palette's a little dirty because this one is well loved in my collection. I use this one all the time. I just wanted to use the original today because I did use the unzipped gold palette in my pumpkin spice look. So as always, I let my Clinique Moisturizer soak in. This is the Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion Plus, and I am still going strong. This bottle has almost lasted me this whole year, so I just love this. I can't even describe how much I love it. And then I've also really been into this Pixi Glow Mist. It has argan oil in it and it's for hydrating your skin. I like to apply this before I do my foundation. So it says on the back here, all over face mist for a glowing, luminous, and smooth complexion. Enriched with 13 natural oils, and you can use it before or after makeup. So I've been using this quite a bit and I really enjoy it. Just before I do my makeup, I spray a little bit of this on and it kind of replaces the need of a primer for me. So when I use that, I don't wear any foundation primer because it just kind of does what a primer would do for me anyway. For my foundation, I'm using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundations. This is R220 and I also have Y205 here. I've been mixing the two lately. So then I just kind of mix it together and I love this combination. I've been wearing this lately instead of just one or the other because Y205 by itself I think looks a little too light, plus it's quite yellow toned, and the R220 is pink, which is what my skin needs. I really love the Beauty Blender with the texture of the Makeup Forever. It's so nice. Take my time to blend this all out. And I think this foundation is medium coverage. It can be very light if you only do like half a pump for your whole face, then you can go very light with it. But if you do a full pump like I do, then it's definitely like a medium, more of a medium coverage. And before I go into Little Rock, I'm taking a bit of the Wetnwild Single Eyeshadow in Brûlée. This is a pretty close match to my skin color, so I just lightly kind of dust that everywhere on my eye before I go into my other shades. I like to do that because it just creates a smooth base for everything. And I love these Wet n Wild eyeshadows. I know you guys all have heard of Wet n Wild before, but in case you haven't seen their single shadows, they're pretty good stuff. They have a black one, they have a taupe one, and this Brûlée is definitely my favorite. So I'm going to start off with Unconditional. This is a completely matte shadow, and this is a Morphe blending brush. It's the M433. I've been getting asked, when I do these get ready with me's, a lot of you ask like what brushes I use, so I try to remember to say them in the video. But I really love these little blending brushes. I have a few of them from Morphe. I do have my old Sigma brushes still, but I really don't reach for them anymore, so I've been reaching for these a lot lately. I figured to zoom in a bit for this part here. I'm just taking the same blending brush and I don't have any more product on it. I'm just taking my time to blend everything out. I'm going to take a tiny bit of Makeup Geek Frappe, just a little bit. I'm using the same blending brush here, and I'm just going to use this along the outer portion of my lid. I'm just going to take a little bit of Unbelievable here on my flat shader brush. I'm just going to press that all over my lids. I love this color. It's kind of like a burnt orange. At least on me, it looks very orangey. I love it. I think it's beautiful. And I'm also going into the champagne color called Unreal. Just taking the champagne shade in this palette. It's called Unreal. This is my favorite shade in this whole palette. I wish they sold it separately because it's such a beautiful color. Maybe they do sell it separately, I'm not sure, but I think it would be cool if LORAC started selling some of their shadows that they make in palettes alone, because like this one, for example, Unreal, I would totally buy it in a heartbeat. It's an amazing color. I just feel like this look is begging for a little bit of cocoa bear. So I got a lot of fallout. I'm gonna clean that up later, don't worry. But I'm using some of this Pure Eye Polish, and this is in the shade Silk. I love the one called Satin. You can use them as eyeshadow toppers or bases. They go on wet and they dry completely like to a powder finish. So this is what the jar looks like. And you can use the little rubber spatula thing it comes with, but I just like to use either a flat shader brush or my finger with these. And you can see it gives a really beautiful like metallic wet finish, but it does dry down. but it still remains very pigmented. So that's why I like these. I've been using them a lot lately. So I just apply it to about the first part of my lid, and I've just been playing around with them before I do a review. And I'm just going in with some Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Chantilly. This is one of their lighter shades, and I don't think it's like the greatest foundation or the greatest concealer in the world, but I'm just using it. I've just been using this up just to use it in the meantime until I can repurchase my Urban Decay Naked Skin. And the reason why I'm not a big fan of this is because I feel like it's kind of a thicker texture, and it's just not my thing, especially since I got used to my Urban Decay Naked Skin, which is such a lightweight feel, and I think it just looks amazing and beautiful like skin. But the Nars is definitely like super full coverage. So I mean, is it good? Yes and no, because I mean, if you want like super flawless coverage, then you're gonna love this stuff. But if you have dry skin, or if you want your makeup to look more like skin, then I would not recommend this. And then I'm just gonna pick up any excess with the bottom of my beauty blender, so that kind of helps it look a little bit less cakey. But I just feel like the Nars is not for me. It's just too full coverage. I just think it looks like too much on my dry skin. And I do have to set this with a bit of powder, because if I don't, then it will totally crease. This concealer creases on me like mad, so I have to set it. And I'm just going to do that with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder here. So I'm just going to give my lashes a good curl here. This is the Shiseido lash curler from Sephora. It's awesome. And of course I'm going in with my good old Buxom lash here. I'm just so obsessed with this mascara. I just think it looks beautiful. So there we go. I'm gonna use my Maybelline Brow Define and Fill today, so I'm gonna use the pencil side of this. And then I'm gonna go in with my powder and wax from the Maybelline Brow Drama Pro palette. So I like to use the pencil just very lightly in my brow, especially like the first half, because I don't really need much filling in here since I have a lot of hair. It's like the arch that I actually feel like I need to like construct with some wax and powder. And then I'm just going to use some of the powder and wax from the Brow Drama Pro palette, and this is in the shade Auburn. It doesn't feel really thick, which is great. I mean, this wax, I keep saying it's amazing, but it really is that amazing. Like, I have to keep talking about it because I wish that Maybelline would sell it separately in a little pot. I would buy that so fast. Then once I filled in my brows, I just take a clean spoolie brush. This is a Morphe one, and I just like to kind of blend that in together. I was watching Empties earlier and I came across this awesome channel. You have to check her out. I think her channel name is Time for Tea with Tamara, and you guys have to look her up. She is just so fun to watch, and I came across her through her Empties video. Take a little bit of Cocoa Bear on my pencil brush here and just apply this on my lower lash line. I came across her October Empties video and she was just so much fun to watch, so I will link her down below, and hopefully you guys can all go check her out. There's another awesome channel that I recently came across. His name is Mark Harrison, and he does like a little like variety of videos. Like, he does beauty videos, he does hauls, like he did a Lush haul, and he does like tag videos and stuff, like story time. My first video of his I watched was his fall favorites tag. He's just so like down to earth and really sweet guy, so I hope you guys can check out his channel too. I will also link him down below. So I'm gonna use Baked from Urban Decay. This has been one of my like most used eyeliners lately. Even when I don't wear liner on the top, I still like to go in with Baked and just kind of just kind of brightens up everything. I don't know. I just love how Baked looks against Cocoa Bear. For the face, I've been into this Pixi contouring powder lately, and this shade is called Shape and Shadow. So there's only one, I don't know how many shades there are in this line, but they recently sent me this, and the shade name on here says Shade and Shadow. I really like this because it's a cool tone powder, so it's great for fair skin. If you guys have fair skin like I do, and you're looking for something to shape your face with, contour, or maybe just add a little bit of color, then check this out. I really like it. So I just take a tiny bit of this. You really only need a little bit, especially if you're very fair like I am. Using a tiny bit of this to kind of add shape to my face, you can really tell the difference between the side that has it and the side that doesn't. I think it makes a difference anyway. I just like to play around with contour powder. I'm not like a pro at contouring. I'm not saying everyone has to contour or anything like that. For blush, I'm still loving my Tarte Holiday Bling It On palette. This is just a beautiful one. My favorite one in this set is Prim, and last time I used this, I used these two. So I'm gonna go for Prim again, and I think I'm gonna mix a little bit of Fetching with it too, because this is a great deeper berry shade, and it's gonna look intense, girl. Derma Mineral Powder in the shade Pink Sapphire. I haven't used this yet, and I got it in one of my Boxy charms, and I've been hearing a lot of buzz about this brand lately. I know that Kathleen Lights did a collab with them, and everyone just seems to be raving about them. A tiny bit on this Morphe G17. I'm just going to add a little tiny bit of that highlight. Ooh, it's like a loose powder, so I feel like I have to be careful with it because it'll fly everywhere. It'll be like Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. I think I'm going to go in with this beautiful berry color. It's called Prague. This is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. I love these because they are super pigmented. Alright guys, so that's the finished look today. I actually really like this look, and I just had fun playing with makeup today. So I hope you guys maybe feel inspired to dig out one of your old palettes, or maybe wear a berry lipstick. Let me know in the comments actually, what is your guys' favorite berry lipstick? Because now that I'm wearing this, I'm feeling like back in the mood to wear berries again. Alright guys, so that's it for today. I would love to hear from you all, and as always, thank you so much for watching.